Grab your passport and spirit of adventure. Today, we're diving into how Adventures by Disney turns family style storytelling into unforgettable guided trips around the world. Welcome back to Earstravagant Adventures. I'm your host and travel agent, bestie Rachel, and joining me, as always, is Katie, everyone's favorite travel chaos coordinator. And today we are diving in to global adventure with Adventures by Disney. Disney's premium, expertly guided vacations that take you far beyond the parks. Usually, never a Disney park involved. From river cruises through Europe and storytelling filled journeys across Asia, behind the scenes experiences, excuse me, you can't get anywhere else. We're talking about what makes these trips so special, what's included, and why they're perfect, literally perfect for stress-free family travel and unforgettable adults only escapes. We've got both. So grab your suitcase, your sense of adventure, and well, no more passport stamps, you guys. And let's explore the world Disney style. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hello and welcome to Alonzi Travel Vacation Destination Center. Our talented team cannot wait to send you on a vacation of fantasy and excitement to places where magic is just around the corner. We are passionate about making your Disney, Universal, or cruise vacation a reality and are here for you every step of the way. We will manage all aspects of your trip, including reservations, magical experiences, and to top it off, a custom itinerary made especially for you. Our vacation experts are standing by. Get in touch with us by visiting alonzi-travel.com, Facebook, or Instagram to start your journey today. Make sure to like and follow for the most up-to-date information. Where will you go next?
You may be asking, I've asked before I was a travel agent, Katie asked the same thing. What in the world is an Adventures by Disney? Katie, tell us what it is.
Adventures by Disney is think of those like trips you went on in high school or college, but like way, way better. Like the guided tour type situations, but Disney style. So they are premium guided family vacations around the world. Disney quality service meets real world exploration. They can range from a few days to multi-week journeys. They have family-friendly ones and they have adult-only options. And you can literally go anywhere.
Yes.
Anywhere.
So Adventures by Disney is Disney's guided tours. These are group tours. So what that means is you'll go to a specific destination. We're going to give you an overview of what these are today, but look for future episodes where we dive into each escape and talk a little bit more about them. But to give you an example, a short escape, which is one of the shorter ones, will be at Disneyland. You'll do a day at the studio tour in Burbank,
Yeah.
which you can only do with Adventures by Disney. You'll have a day at the beach, and then you'll end at Disneyland. So it's specific activities, and you cannot change what those activities are. Okay. So a lot of times people don't like guided tours because you can't change anything about them. But Disney does a great job about finding out what is important to do in these destinations and tailoring the trips to fit that. So, what makes Adventures by Disney unique now that you kind of know what a guided tour is? Because listen, in high school and college, I didn't go on any of this. We had no money. I didn't get to travel. So,
Hang on. Sidebar. So when I was in high school, they were trying to put together a Europe trip. And my French teacher gave it to me and said, I want you to go around and drum up excitement for this. Get me a group of kids that wants to go to Europe. And I'm like, you picked the right girl for the job. Okay. So all like a whole week, I'm like talking it up. I go home to my mom and I'm like, hey, so we're trying to get together this Europe trip. Like I figured, because my mom loved to travel, right? I'm like, me and you, we're gonna go. It's a school, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't think you should go to Europe at 16. I don't think you're going to appreciate it. Me, that I would not appreciate it.
Oh no.
And the whole trip fell through and we didn't go.
Oh
I
no.
know, isn't that so sad?
That's
Anyway,
really sad.
that
But
was just an
okay, so
anecdote.
Adventures by Disney, you get two adventure guides and they handle the logistics, including airport pickups, hotels. You don't have to worry about the hotels, the restaurants, transportation in between locations. All you do is pack your suitcase, which, by the way, they give you an expert packing list. So if Antarctica is one of the destinations you're visiting, they tell you what to pack, so you don't even have to worry about it. Expertly, expert packing list plus literally everything. So you can even get the airfare included if you wanted to, but if you don't want to, then all you worry about is the airfare. How wonderful is that? Like I mentioned, it's an all-inclusive style, so accommodations, transport, most meals, and your experiences are all included. Every Adventures by Disney will outline everything that is included, so you will know when there are things that you can either upgrade to or meals that you'll have to purchase on your own, so you're aware of those things. It is minimal. Most meals are included, so you don't have to worry about that, and you do get on your own time, but what's great about a lot of these experiences, they are behind the scenes or exclusive to Disney because Disney is such a big name in tourism that they do get special access that most tour companies don't get. For example, the one that they love to tell about, and honestly is a great one, is the early access to the Vatican, where it's just the Adventures by Disney people at the Vatican. Lots of tour companies say that they get early access to the Vatican, and they do, but Adventures by Disney
There,
gets it.
there's one with the Mona Lisa too, right? Like they
At the
have
Louvre.
that,
At the Louvre,
yeah,
yeah.
at the Louvre.
Hmm.
Mhm. So, and like you said, there are some meals that aren't included, but every time I've seen that, because I have studied these itineraries with a wish in my heart. Usually those are built in with like time for you to explore the city that you're in. So it's like explore this afternoon, meal on your own.
Hmm.
So it kind of makes sense in the pacing of the trip.
Yes. So and the behind the scenes experiences, and they do cultural experiences as well. So it's not, they don't feel like run of the mill guided tours, which honestly kind of feels like a four-letter word these days, guided tours. But now it's,
I love a tour.
I mean, I love a tour too, but
I love a tour.
like you see these big charter buses pull up and you're like, "Oh, here we go." That's not
Yes.
Adventures by Disney.
And you forgot to mention that the expert guides for there's one that is a local guide, and then
Thank you.
there's one that is a Disney adventure guide. So they really, really focus on bringing in locals so that you can really learn about the destination. So it's not just like somebody who's never left California who just shows up in Europe who's going to take you all around Europe.
Right, right. Yeah, and that is another huge distinction. And these are people that are passionate about travel and sharing their cultural experiences with you. So if you're in Scotland, they'll, first of all, that accent, be still my
I,
heart.
that one, that is up there on my bucket list. That Adventure by Disney is up there. Like I want to do it so bad.
Yes, yes. So because honestly, and I can say from, and Katie, I'm sure you can agree, doing countless individual tours, your guide makes or breaks your experience.
Oh yeah.
And these
Yeah.
Adventures by Disney guides, they are, I always say Disney Cruise Line is the peak of Disney service, right? No, Adventures by
Adventure
Disney,
by Disney.
that's the peak of Disney service.
If you want to hear about bad tour guides, go watch Rachel's Virgin Voyage Greece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what makes Adventures by Disney unique. Also, we forgot to mention before we move on, there's all kinds of Disney touches. So like they have special pins that they give you that are special for the Adventures by Disney tours. I know all my pin collectors are like, "What?"
Like that's worth it right there just to get the pin.
Yes. And I mean it's just the Disney difference. The service is amazing. You really, it's unmatched. It's, if you like being pampered on a Disney cruise, this is just so next level. So some of the destinations that they go to, there are many. Like I said, tune in for future episodes. We are going to really break them down. We definitely do not have enough time to do all of the
Yeah.
individual itineraries justice. So, Katie, where and what kind of adventures does Disney do?
Popular regions are going to be Europe, Asia, South America, Africa, Australia, and the U.S. national parks. Yeah,
That's
the
so
U.S.
awesome.
national park ones are really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you get on words. Words are hard. Whatever that just was. They have river cruises, safari adventures, cultural tours, active excursions like hiking, kayak, and biking. Don't sign me up for that.
Sign
You
me
want
up.
me to walk around an ancient city all day and listen? Yes. Do not put me in a kayak. That
Sign me up.
is no.
Yeah, I think there's a whitewater rafting one.
We went tubing one time and we almost died tubing. So, like, I'm not going to do that.
Also, sign me up for this. The how I'm going to do Africa is in Adventures by Disney.
Yeah, that's the only way I would do
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
That's never
There's
been something high on my list. Like, I'm just not an outdoor girly. I don't want to go on a
oh,
safari.
Safari is
Um,
my like number one bucket list item. The only way I will do that is through a guided tour just because of all the logistics and vetting
yeah,
that goes into that. Like I'm not going to do anybody but a guided tour and Adventures by Disney because I want that premium experience. If I'm going to spend that money, I want a good return on investment and I know Disney's a good return on investment.
hell yeah.
Yes.
Like, I mean, that is the best way you could phrase it.
Yes.
Like, I have been eyeing one of the UK ones for years and years, right? And people have been like, you can just go to the UK and it's not going to cost near what it care. I don't care because also, as someone who is the travel planner, I'm always the planner. No one ever plans for me.
Yep.
No one plans for me. I always have to do it all. On Adventures by Disney, I don't have to do anything. Like, I just go and it's all put together for me.
You know, that's a really great point. Like, you can go to any of these places on your own. That is factually correct. But you would have to do so much work. And even then, you'd be second guessing your decisions and wondering if you've made the right choices. And with Adventures by Disney, you don't have to do any of that, which is so nice. Every person who has taken every one of our clients who's taken an Adventures by Disney tour has come back and just said how amazing, life changing. They never want a vacation another way. That's
I mean, it just takes the guesswork out of it because Disney does these over and over and over. They tweak them when something's not working. They add things, based on what people have asked for. So, like, yeah, you could go on Chat GPT and you could ask for a European itinerary.
and get
Tell me
wrong
how that works out for you.
information.
Tell me how it works. Like,
Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah, do that. Come back and tell us in the chat how horrible that went. I really hope you don't do that. Like, please,
please
please
don't do that.
don't take a Chat GPT vacation. I understand it can give you the bare bones. It can give you the bare bones, okay? It
Yeah.
cannot give you the detailed information, and it oftentimes will give you wrong information. It doesn't know operating hours for things. It doesn't know seasonalities for things. Tangent done. Tangent done. Sorry, tangent done. Tangent done.
We had to go there. I mean, we
I'm
had to go there because I see Facebook comments every day. Oh, you don't need a travel agent or you don't need to book with a tour company or anything. Just Chat GPT your vacation. And I I, I use Chat GPT a lot for my business
You
to
do.
organize my ADHD brain and to write my social media posts and stuff. But like it's still work after I do it. I can't just put the things in there. Oh, anyway, tangent.
So, Adventures by Disney, you're probably not wondering who is this best for? Well, great. Thank you for asking. Who would we say this is perfect for?
Everyone.
Specifically, families wanting stress-free, immersive vacations. Okay,
Mhm.
immersive. This is also great for multi-generational travel because Disney does take accessibility into mind. So, of course, maybe if grandma wants to come along and grandma's in her 80s, maybe we don't do the whitewater rafting one.
No.
Maybe we do the short escape in Paris. Just a thought. So keep that in mind.
Cheese
All
and
right,
wine.
there
Cheese
will
and
be
wine.
accessibility things to note. Keep that, but it is great for multi-generational travel because each party will have their own room in Disney's Adventures by Disney block. You'll all be together. You'll all be doing the same things. There will be free time where you can have your own time. Like it, this is actually prime for multi-generational travel. And then lastly, the best, I say the best one. Sorry, that was rude. What's the last one?
Adult only. Travelers looking for curated experience with Disney quality touch.
Here's the thing. I love my family. You love your family.
Mhm.
Yes.
We travel
And
different.
yes, when you travel with your kids, it is completely different than when you travel with adults. Same thing for guided tours. Guided tours with kids are a very different experience than guided tours that are only for adults. You're going to have different activities, you're going to have different food. Everything is just going to be different. And it's not good, bad, and different. I would take a, a family Adventures by Disney as an adult only. I would
Mhm.
rather maybe do an adults only one, but like I would do both just because I know the quality is so great.
Speaking of kids, why would you take your kids on Adventures by Disney? Because the family friendly ones that Rachel was just talking about, they were designed for kids in mind. They were designed as a way for parents to take their children to explore the world in a safe manner. All right. They have activities that are engaging and age appropriate. So the kids actually feel like they're part of the adventure. You ever remember going on trips when you were a kid and like you would get in like a really adult activity and you would just zone out like the entire time?
Well, I mean, I noticed that now, like when we were in Greece and there were things that we did, and I'm like, if I was a kid, because I would see kids and I'm like, I bet this
Yeah.
kid is bored out of their mind.
Yeah.
Like this is I love this. Or shoot, I'll be
Mhm.
at a wine tour and someone
I
will
was
have
just
their
going
kids, and I'm
to say
like,
a wine tasting, like, because my kids are foodies, right? And so, like, I can't imagine taking them to a wine tasting and be like, you can't have any. Like,
right, like the kid has to be bored, and but also like the parents need something too. So, yeah, design with kids in mind. So one of the activities that is they were talking about recently is in the Galapagos, the kids learn how to be like marine biologists. So they have their own like adventures and scavenger hunts that they do.
that's so
I
fun.
think that's really cool because kids in STEM, man, we need more kids in STEM. But
Yeah, we do.
how
Well, and
cool.
every single one of the family friendly ones has built in time where the kids are with the adventure guides and parents have time off, which y'all know me who books a 2-bedroom villa for my family of 4. I want that time where the kids are not in my face
Mhm.
24/7 because I feel guilty when I leave them at home. Does not mean that we don't. We do typically do an adults only vacation about every other year, but I feel guilty about it. So, yes, you will have time away from your children where they are doing very fun, very kid, what's the word? Kid
Oriented.
oriented, that's the word, activities.
Well, and I want to circle back to what you said at the very top of that. Why would you bring your kids on this? To expose your kids to culture. You guys,
Yeah, it's so good.
culturally diverse people are, in my opinion, kinder, more empathetic, more
Mhm.
understanding people. And the sooner you can financially expose your children to other cultures, other types of people, other ways of living, it just makes your kids better humans.
Well, and I've been very vocal about my kids are tweens. I'm about to have a teenager. Like I've been very vocal about when we started traveling. We started traveling when they were out of daycare. We could not afford it when they were both in daycare. That is a house note. Um, and I have seen the change in my children compared to other people that they don't go anywhere.
Mhm.
My kids are more adventurous with what they're going to eat. They're more adventurous with trying new things that even look scary or and they can also appreciate art and history
Mhm.
more than other kids of their ages because they have been exposed to so much of it. It's so beneficial to travel with the kids.
So even if it's not, Adventures by Disney, I think we are
Mhm.
huge supporters of taking your kids as soon as you feel comfortable. So something that you touched on about people, parents being concerned about safety is this is Adventures by Disney, and they take your safety very seriously. So you're not going to go to some place where you're going to be worried about um, unsavory
Anything.
activities. Let's just lump it
Yeah,
all together, unsavory activities.
yeah.
You're going to be in a safety bubble. That is Disney. They do a very good job about taking your safety and security very seriously. Not just because kids are involved, but just because they want you to have a good time, and having, getting pickpocketed makes you have a bad
Yeah.
time, right? They
Not fun.
they they don't want any of that to happen. So like
0 out of 10.
yeah. When we have our clients that go to Mexico or the Dominican, that is a
Mhm.
question we get a lot is it safe? And Adventures by Disney, that's like the first box that they check. Is it safe?
Yeah. Every time I have a cruise client, they're going to Cozumel, I have to give my speech, which is I don't like the vendors in the port in Cozumel because they try to talk to your kids. I've been to plenty other cruise ports and they have never approached my kids Cozumel. They do every time. I don't care for it. So, it's one of the honest conversations I have with my clients is book an excursion or stay on the ship. Do not
Yep.
wander around the Cozumel market.
Yep. And that's something that you don't have to worry about with Adventures by Disney,
Mhm.
which I feel like segues really great into the question. I think out of everything we get asked cumulatively across every destination, is it worth it? Let me tell you, I don't mind you asking me this question, but every time I hear it, I just like a little bit of me dies.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same way.
I do. I do. It's, but
Because worth
worth
it
it.
is relative to every person. Like,
That's why it's so subjective. I
yes.
have people who ask me every year, why do you go to Disney 2 or 3 times a year? But they also spend, thousands and thousands of dollars every baseball season for their kid to play travel ball. And I'm like, why is your
Yeah.
9-year-old playing 10 games in a weekend?
Yeah.
Like,
So for
uh,
us, we definitely feel like an Adventures by Disney is worth it because number one, the stress-free planning, literally stress-free. Literally, all you have to do is say, "Oh, I like this place. I like this place. I like Adventures by Disney goes there. Done." And your
done.
vacation is booked and ready. Like literally, what a treat! It's also very immersive experiences that you literally cannot replicate if you did the same itinerary on your own. You can't.
No.
Literally cannot, because Disney has the connections that no one else does. So even if you come to me, which often happens, and then you say, Rachel, I want to go to Paris. Can you get me a tour of the Louvre? Absolutely, I can. The Adventures by Disney tour is the only one that will have that private Mona Lisa experience. They're the only one. No one else has that.
Everybody else, you're going to be about 50 people back staring at the postage stamp that is
Yep. So I
Mona
can get
Lisa.
you in to see the Mona Lisa. I can get you in Skip the Line. I can get you in early entry, but you are not going to have the same experience as you would with Adventures by Disney. And lastly, because we're going to beat that dead horse, Katie.
Safety, convenience, and Disney level attention to detail.
Mhm.
Yep. I mean, I think we've summed it up pretty well with all the talking points throughout, but safety, like we just talked about, huge, huge concern, especially when you have someone who's never traveled out of the country,
Mhm.
and you are very nervous about it. Disney takes all of that stress and all of that worry and they shoulder the burden of it, not you. Um, Convenience, like we said, everything is planned for you. You don't have to make any decisions at all. Can you imagine a week of no decisions? Because even on a regular vacation, you have
You
decisions.
still have micro decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Do we take a
and
cab or we take public transportation? Do we get a snack here or there? Do we need a nap or do we go to this place? So micro decisions that are just taken care of for you.
yeah, and of course, Disney level attention to detail, this is the cream of the crop, the best of the best of all the Disney vacations.
Yeah.
So,
So our goal with this is just to introduce you to Adventures by Disney and tell you what it is, because there's a lot of chatter online about Adventures by Disney, but not everybody really defines what it is. So that this is our intro for you for Adventures by Disney. More episodes to come where we really dive into the itineraries and help you figure out the options available to you because there are so many. But at the end of the day, Katie and I would love to book you on an Adventures by Disney. That is something we can help you with. And you, again, you can just tell us, hey, I want to go to Europe. I don't know where in Europe, but I want to go to Europe. And we can give you some options and go from there because if you don't even want to make the decision on where to go in Europe, we can
We'll
help
pick
you
it.
make that decision.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how many times I've had clients that just say, I want to go to Europe, I don't know where. And then I give them options and then we go from
Mhm.
there. So Katie and I are very versed in making decisions for people,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, that's my all-inclusive client. So they tell me what they want. They want this kind of beach, they want this kind of food, and I'm like, here, we're going here.
Yes,
Like, yeah. Mhm.
exactly. So when you're ready to talk more about Adventures by Disney, Katie and I info is in the show notes. We can't wait to work with you. And until next time, tune in. Next time is going to be a special holiday episode, but we will have more Adventures by Disney content coming to you very soon. So check back for more and happy holidays. Bye.